Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Inside the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you could be notified anytime we release new content, that would be appreciated also. So I'm going to dip my toes back into my live album series and discuss a band that I've discussed at least 6 other times on my channel, and I think I have a total of 7 videos on my channel in relation to this band, and that would be the band Kiss. And this time, we are going to discuss their third live album, Kiss Alive 3. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think when I did the Alive 2 video, I think I said that was my first sequel. So this would be maybe my second sequel. I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, in true Rocky Balboa fashion, you know, we're going for our third movie now, and that would be Kiss Alive 3. So... Kiss Alive 3, released on May 18th, 1993. I had my original copy of it, which was CD. I bought the day it came out. It was recorded November 27th through November 29th in 1992. Recorded in 3 different cities: Cleveland, Detroit, and Indianapolis. It was produced by Kiss along with Eddie Kramer. Eddie Kramer had also produced their first 2 live albums, Alive 1 and Alive 2 in the 70s. Came out on Mercury, and it reached as high as number 9 on the Billboard charts, which was pretty amazing at the time, and has been certified gold for sales of over 500,000. So let's go ahead and take a look at this album. So here we go, Kiss Alive 3, with the Kiss logo and the Alive 3 logo underneath, and you see pictures of the band inside the letters. Really, really cool. And if we go to the back, you see a picture of Kiss in action, with all the lights and everything else that go along with the Kiss show, as well as the track listing. And this album that I have here is actually the 2014 vinyl issue, or part of that issue that they did, where they issued all of their albums, either reissued or issued for the first time on vinyl. So I was pretty stoked to be able to find this. So let's go ahead and open up this bad boy. All right, so some cool things in here. So, you know, on this side, you've got a picture of the band, or pictures of the band, as well as some other clips and some different things. And then over here, you actually got an entire list of their road crew. I think everybody that was involved on this 1992 Revenge tour. And then over here, you have the Kiss family tree. So not only Kiss, but every band that grew as a result of Kiss, whether it was by members or, or members started other bands, and then those members started other bands, and so on and so on and so forth. So maybe I can put a graphic of this up on the screen as I'm showing this to y'all, so you can get a better visual of this. But that's really cool. I've always thought that was cool, and I don't remember if that was in the CD or the cassette. I'm sure it was, but it's much, much bigger here. So again, I've always thought that was really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have inside here. So again, I think they pretty much give you everything you need, just inside here with the track listing, liner notes, the various members of the crew. And then just a little note here from Gene, Paul, Bruce, and Eric, as the band was made up of that time. Okay, so here's the inner sleeve. If we go ahead and pull out the first album, surprisingly, this has a very old school Mercury logo on it, because I think the Mercury logo had changed. Yeah, it had, because it's the newer logo is at the bottom of the sticker. But surprisingly, a very old school looking, Mercury sticker in the middle, with the band name and the track listing. Same on the other side. And same, I'm sure, for the other record in the set. But again, it's kind of weird. It's got the old school Mercury logo at the top and then the new school Mercury logo at the bottom. So it's a little strange, especially considering this was a reissue, long after that old logo had been retired. All right, so let's see if we can get this record put back together. All right, I don't think there's anything extra on the other side other than the record, so, I won't bore you guys with pulling that out and showing you. But again, there we go. Kiss Alive 3. Okay, so this album received mixed reviews, and kind of understand why. I mean, it does contain songs from all eras of the band up until that time. And this was the lineup with Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer on guitar and drums, respectively. This was in the early 90s, before the original band got back together. And it actually did include songs that were originally on Alive 1 and Alive 2. Now, if you remember on my previous shows, when they made a Live 2, they made sure to not include any songs that had been included on a Live 1. But in this case, since there had been, since it was a different lineup and it had been, 16 years since they had released a live album, they did go ahead and include songs from the entire history of Kiss at the time, from 1974 all the way through 1992's Revenge, which is the tour they were on. As far as the reviews are concerned, I can kind of understand. I do like this album a lot. I think it has a lot of energy, but it sounds overproduced. And again, with any Kiss live record, there's going to be questions, how much of it was live, how much it was studio overdubs and all that. And to be fair, I don't care what anybody says. I don't think there's been a sanctioned live album in history that does not have overdubs and lots of overdubs on it. And if any band says they don't, I think they're lying to you, but that's just my opinion. But, the sound and the mix, maybe it's not so much the production as it is the mix on this record, just has a very cheesy, kind of over-the-top 80s sound to it with the drums and all, which is a little bit weird because Kiss had spent the previous year putting out an album called Revenge, which definitely got them kind of back in style, so to speak, and kind of helped them fit in with grunge and a lot of the changes that were taking place, because they weren't just doing, another 80s rock record. I mean, they definitely stepped into the 90s with Revenge, but I kind of feel like the sound on this live album kind of harkens back to production that sounds like it came straight out of 1988 or something like that. Now, the actual concert, at least one of the concerts where this was recorded from, is available on their Kissology DVD set, Volume 3 to be exact, which I think those started coming out in 2007. I'm not sure when Volume 3 came out, but a full concert from the Revenge tour is on there, and doesn't really sound like there's too many overdubs or fixes or anything, and it sounds amazing. So I don't know why they felt the need to go in and overdub stuff and have a different mix when that version, when I listen to it in stereo, it sounds absolutely awesome. So it is what it is. That was their decision at the time, and their Kiss, and who am I to question, what they do. They've been around for 40, almost 50 years and, have made a gabillion dollars and whatever, so what the fuck do I know, right? So, let's talk about some of the songs. It definitely has a nice 1-2 punch to start the album. It starts with Creatures of the Night, and then immediately goes, Creatures, there's an explosion, and then it jumps right into Deuce. Just an amazing 1-2 punch, which I think is really important for a live album. Then it goes into a couple of tracks from Revenge, I Just Wanna and Unholy. Decent versions of those songs. I don't know if they quite had them refined at that point in time. Then you go into some 80s tracks, Heaven's on Fire. You've got Domino from Revenge. It goes into I Was Made for Loving You from Dynasty. Very non-disco version of that song with a lot of explosions and shit at the end. Really, really cool. Then you've got the first ballad on the record, I Still Love You, which was from the Creatures of the Night album. Then we go into the second record, and surprisingly, Rock and Roll All Night is the first song on the second record, and is not the last song that they played on this tour or on this album, so that's pretty interesting. Then you got Lick It Up, which is probably their second most popular song on classic rock radio to this day. You've got Forever, which is one of their highest charting singles, a really cool version of that. Take It Off, which if you've seen the video, they have strippers and all that come out and show boobs and everything. It's all, all fun and games. I Love It Loud, great sing-along, people just throwing their fists up in the air, really cool. Then we go into Detroit Rock City. Then the album closes out with God Gave Rock and Roll to You, which I love their version of that song, and I love Paul Stanley's banter at the end of it. It's just kind of uplifting, and I get goosebumps every time I hear their version of that tune. And then last but not least, it ends with Bruce Kulick playing the Star Spangled Banner, and his version of Star Spangled Banner has been ranked the 7th all-time version, of a rock guitar player playing the Star Spangled Banner. Obviously, Jimi Hendrix, I think, was probably number 1, but Bruce Kulick's came in at number 7, so that's pretty cool. This is the first of 2 live albums with this particular lineup, and actually my next video will feature the next album in that succession, which would not be Kiss Alive 4, but Kiss Unplugged. So stay tuned for that. But for now, Kiss Alive 3. Like I said, could be a little bit overproduced depending on, depending on your perspective or what you like. But again, a great, great live record and a fun document of everything that was going on with Kiss in 1993. And for a band like them to still be able to sell 500,000 live albums in 1993 was a testament to just how powerful the fans of this band have always been. So that's all I've got for you today. If you would, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel below, hit that notification bell. I've got some other things on my channel. I've got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series where we discuss a lot of live albums, as well as albums that I feel are lost classics. I've got my Unboxing the Vinyl series where we talk about new albums, reissues, box sets, anniversary editions, whatever. Sometimes they're not even records. Sometimes they're CDs, like these box sets behind me. I've got some concert footage from some festivals, Exit 111, Welcome to Rockville. I've got a Kiss concert, or footage from a Kiss concert, and some more things coming on that front. And last but not least, if you like disc golf, I've got some mediocre disc golf videos starring some mediocre players, myself included. If this channel were to ever make me any money, I'm probably a branding consultant's nightmare. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. There you go, boy.